Hi friend, I'm Olivia Smith. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel where I share the latest global news every day. You can also read more news on TimeGlitter.com. You can find all the links in the video description below. Friends, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, share with others, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now let's jump into today's news. News headline: Alabama IVF ruling a political gift for Democrats, headache for Republicans. News details: the U.S. President Joe Biden's group is talking a lot about a problem to do with having babies. They say the vote in November is about having the right to choose if you want to have a baby or not. This problem might make it hard for the Republican Party to win over women who live in the suburbs and people who haven't decided who to vote for yet. In Alabama, at least 3 places where they help people have babies have stopped working since a decision last week. The decision was made by judges who all belong to the Republican Party. They said that frozen babies made through a special way of helping people have babies are seen as children according to state laws. Some doctors in Alabama are worried about getting in trouble with the law, so they stopped helping people have babies for a while, even though the law didn't say they had to stop. President Biden thinks that the decision in Alabama happened because of the previous president Donald Trump, who might run for president again this year. Biden wrote on a website called X, which used to be called Twitter, that the decision in Alabama was only possible because in 2022, the U.S. Supreme Court, which has 3 judges chosen by Trump, made a decision that took away some rights for abortion. Many people who are conservative were happy about this change in the law, but it made a lot of people who usually vote for the Democratic Party want to go vote, and it made things hard for the Republican Party to talk about. Mr. Biden's team hopes that the recent issue with IVF in the Deep South will get their supporters excited to vote, just like the issue of abortion. Democrats say that what happened in Alabama could mean more attacks on women's rights if the other party wins the next election. The Vice President of the U.S., Kamala Harris, talked about this while visiting Grand Rapids, Michigan, on Thursday. She said it's not fair that some people want to stop pregnancies but also stop people from starting families. Last year, a survey found that 42% of Americans have used or know someone who used IVF. More rich people know about it, 45% of middle-income people, and 59% of high-income people. These people are usually white and often vote for Republicans. Trump wants them to vote for him again after losing their support in 2020. The controversy about IVF might make it hard for Republicans to win over voters. Shana Gadarian, a professor at Syracuse University who studies politics, said, even conservative and Republican voters don't like the idea of restricting IVF. It's a very extreme position that most Americans don't agree with. Donald Trump hasn't said anything about this yet. Some other Republicans are avoiding talking about it, or they're taking a middle-of-the-road approach. They're not agreeing with the few very conservative people who want to restrict IVF and birth control. Chris Sununu, the governor of New Hampshire and a moderate Republican, said the Alabama decision was scary while speaking at a meeting for governors on Thursday. Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina, who might run with Trump, said he didn't know much about the issue when reporters asked him on Thursday. Nikki Haley, who ran against Trump for the Republican nomination last time, said at first that embryos are like babies after the Alabama court decision. But then she said Alabama should look at the law again. We don't want fertility treatments to stop. We don't want IVF to stop, said Haley, who used fertility treatments to have her children. Even groups against abortion didn't agree at the Conservative Political Action Conference, a big meeting for Republican voters. Jessica Andrea, from the group Pro-Love Ministries, said she thinks embryos are like human life, but it's a hard issue for her because she knows someone who had kids with fertility treatments. How Republicans handle this could be really important for the election. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, share with others, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.